Hey YTBC, this is the artist Steph here and the Freak Piper Skip. We were on his channel for about 10 minutes to see if anybody was on tonight. We were on for about 10 minutes. We were just chit-chatting about, Briar Blues is on live right now, so we may be competing with a couple people. Not intentionally. Lawn Smoke was already on tonight. All right, so it's us and Briar Blues. So we shall see if anybody joins in. So who's with us tonight? I am smoking my Baby Wellington, and we're smoking plum pudding. And I know Todd, Texas Todd, Fireman Piper, what is up? Cheers, brother man. Duke City Piper, how are you doing? Bird's Eye Briar. So if you guys don't know each other, chat amongst yourselves, sub to each other. One of the things we wanted to talk about tonight was shows that we watch, where we watch them at, and movies that might be popular right now that we don't necessarily like Bird Box. Okay, he hasn't watched it, and I watched it because I saw a bunch of people posting about it, so I watched it one day. I don't know if I like it. Love is. Hello. I don't know who Love is, but hello, Love is. Piping artist Steph and Skip here. I'm smoking my Wellington. He's smoking his
Sterling Silver.
His Sterling Silver. You guys got to check this out. This was one of his Christmas gifts. There's a guy hunting, and on the other side, and it's a guy fly fishing, and he has a little pipe in his mouth right there. And we're both smoking some plum pudding tobacco tonight. I'm not sure. Yes, we're a couple. I am not sure if I like plum pudding. It's not as aromatic as I normally like. You know what though? But Bengal slices is not very aromatic either. But I like it. Everybody had a lot to say about plum pudding, and I'm not sure I like it so much. I mean, I'm smoking it, but
I like it. You know,
it smells good.
It smells great. It doesn't necessarily taste like it smells, but it's very, yeah, I like it.
So, any movies you guys have seen lately, like on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime or any of the other movie apps? What has everybody watched lately? We've been watching, I watched Birds Box, and I didn't like it.
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One, yes. That was really good. I actually read the book, like, literally in 4 hours. Read the book real fast, and it was freaking phenomenal. I have several gamers in my life, our kids, but we have several board gamers as well. And several adults that I know of suggested that I read the book. And then I read the book, and then the movie came out shortly after. And that was a really good movie. There were so many Easter eggs in it. I mean, everything you can think of. He did. I mean, there was stuff from video games to books to comics, sci-fi. There was so much just thrown in the background. Spielberg did a phenomenal job of directing that, and that was a pretty good movie. It was a great book. I mean, a great book. And it even talked about Easter eggs in the book, which made it so much cooler. Your whole childhood was in there, right? I mean, we all grew up. Those of us who grew up in the 80s and 90s, yeah, absolutely. It threw so much, from music to video games to characters, and the fight scene at the end had everything from like Ninja Turtles to everything. I mean, I think they even threw a reference into of that, like, Earth guy. Who was he? It was like the Yeah, he was like planet Earth guy, and he was like the The environmental guy. Anyways,
Oh.
there was a reference to him. One of
Was
the
there?
yeah, at the in the big huge fight scene in the movie. It was
Alright.
really funny. But all the like '90s cartoons. They recently came out with a new She-Ra. I've been watching it with my daughter. It's interesting. It's not the same as when in the '90s and late '80s when we were young, but it's definitely interesting. One of the main characters is a gay dude who hangs out with She-Ra, and it's really interesting. I've been watching it with my daughter. Whatever, it's kind of cool. Does she like something similar to something I grew up with? Okay? We started watching Ozarks.
Van Halen.
Should I say anything about Van Halen? Okay, so when I started watching Van Halen, because I'm much younger than him, David Lee Roth was the front runner.
Oh yeah.
So we joke about Van Halen in their heyday a lot.
Right. I like the David Lee Roth Van Halen, and you're more familiar with Sammy Hagar Van Halen.
No. I thought you liked Sammy Hagar. I
No.
like David Lee Roth.
I like David Lee Roth.
No, I like David Lee Roth.
No. All right, we both like David
Hey,
Lee Roth.
Latikia Quest Piper, what's up?
But to me, Van Halen's last good album was Diver Down, and she likes the song Jump, which came out after Diver Down, and yeah, so
Whatever. Okay, and then yeah, they're both good in their own ways. But okay, so we watched what was it? The one we started watching and I can't get with it. Where the guy was the drug dealer money.
Ozarks.
Ozarks. So we started watching Ozarks on Netflix. Yeah, Ozarks. Thank you. Yeah, we started watching Ozarks and we got through about 2 seasons of it. And I can't watch it anymore. And then the ones we're watching now are old. What are we watching?
We're watching The Last Kingdom.
The Last Kingdom. Right.
And we're watching The Man in the High Castle.
Man in High Castle, man, it's got me tripped out. It's like a Mark and Lewis in the house. All right. So it's got me kind of tripped out because it's like this sci-fi about what if, Germany and Japan won the war and took over the U.S. So half the U.S. is like, about half is run by the Germans, and a little less than half is run by the Japanese, and then there's a neutral zone like the Rocky Mountains area. So it's a pretty interesting show, except everybody's always running somewhere else and gonna meet everybody else somewhere, and it's just and nobody's meeting up at the same time. Time is a big issue in the show, and then there's all these like.
It's a logistical nightmare.
It is. It absolutely is, but it's a good story. As far as what would happen, Uhtred of Bebenbar. Oh,
Yeah.
Last Kingdom. Ooh, I like the Uhtred. If we ever were to have another kid, I'd name it Uhtred. If it was a boy. He's a hottie. All right, so if I was...
What about that little...
Oh, there was like one or two episodes where his like little goatee was too long, and I'm like, Uhtred of Bebenbar, cut your goatee, not so good. But man, that show is so good. And I think the season we're on season 3, right? We just started season 3, I think. Ooh, Elsa and Inga. Ooh, those are good names. But the Last Kingdom, we just started watching like the 3rd season, and it's like they started it out really dark and really bloody, and I think they were trying to make it too similar to
Game of Thrones.
to what?
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones, and what's the other one?
Vikings.
The Vikings. Okay, because Vikings. Thank you, Vikings. Because Vikings was very bloody and very gory, and although it was good and it had its own qualities, I really enjoyed Last Kingdom because it wasn't as. I mean, they've got some bloody scenes in it. They've got some fight scenes in it, but it wasn't as. It wasn't as dark. I mean, it showed us some of the negativity of living during that time, but at the same time, it didn't show so much of the dark side and the gore and the like pulling guts out of things. And I think that the Last Kingdom tried to go that route to make it a little gorier, but I wasn't jiving on it, and I'm kind of glad they moved away from that a little after the first episode.
Yeah, I think they just wanted to catch some people's attention, you know.
Right.
That happens quite often.
Really, Alfred the Great ties both shows together. I think we're gonna have to watch. Okay, so we're watching way too many shows right now.
Right.
Because we also really like Corner Gas, which is our comedy go-to. It's a comedian. It's a Canadian comedy skit.
Sitcom, yeah.
Sitcom. So we like Corner Gas. That's our comedy night if we're feeling something funny. Last Kingdom. What's the one we just are watching with the mines? Poldark?
Oh, Poldark, yeah.
Poldark. We just started watching Poldark, and Poldark is really awesome.
I brought some noggin cookies for you guys.
Oh my gosh, just awesome. One of our boys' friends just brought us some food.
Here, I'll just...
Oh.
Do you guys want
Mystery
me to put-
Science 3000, yes.
I can put that in the fridge. if you'd like.
Cookies.
I'll take care of
Cookies and eggnog. Look at that.
Alright,
Our
well,
kids' friends are the best. You want to come say hi? Come over here and say
Oh
hi.
yeah, here, I'll say hi. I feel like standing with my big backpack, you know what I'm saying? But yours alright.
So this is Dalton.
How's it going?
He's hanging out with the Game of Thrones. You know what? I never got into Game of Thrones. Yes, I know. Cookies and eggnog. Our kids' friends are freaking phenomenal. They're so well behaved. They're amazing, and I'm gonna sneak a cookie. Oh, they're kind of minty tasting.
Minty. No,
I think they put mint chocolate chip.
that's not going to go with the eggnog.
They're good.
With
They're
some-
good. I just wasn't expecting a minty
With
flavor.
Southern Comfort eggnog, too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Is there actual Southern Comfort in it?
No, I don't think so. He's not old enough to pick that up.
Me wants cookies. Well, his parents might have gotten from it for us.
Oh, maybe.
Our
I'll
kids-
taste it and find out.
Yeah, our kids have some of the best behaved and best, just some of the nicest. I know that was your Cookie Monster impression. Me want cookie. Our kids have great friends. My daughter is 11, but everybody mistakes her as 13, 14, or 15. Most of her friends are 14 or 15, and they're all such well-behaved, well-mannered kids. They have some outrageous ideas, and they're into crazy anime, and they have some really great art that might be some of the artwork is kind of bizarre, but they're really good kids, and they're all really respectful, and they go for walks when they're here. No. Let me finish my whiskey. I'm not in for eggnog tonight. Go ahead and taste it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay,
You don't know what you're missing.
just a little bit. Okay, so I'm trying the eggnog. I had a little bit of whiskey left in my glass. When I was almost done drinking too, I might have to add some whiskey to this. Ooh, that is amazing.
That's rich.
That's very good. Yeah, hook it up with some 151. That's hilarious. What kind of eggnog is it? It's Southern Comfort eggnog. So it looks like... All right, Mark, if you come back, let us know. We probably won't stay on, but for like another 10, 15 minutes. We just wanted to jump on and say hi and talk about movies and TV shows. What is the other one we're watching? We're watching Poldark, Last Kingdom,
Mm-hmm. Vikings.
The Vikings, which we kind of slowed down on. What else have we watched? There's several that we haven't finished the seasons.
There's Manifest.
Oh, Lewis is leaving. Manifest. Ooh, Manifest is so good. If you guys haven't watched Manifest, that one is really, really, really good. Mindhunter.
Oh, I watched Mindhunter. Yeah. Mindhunter 2? Is there a second season?
There is. Also, my daughter started watching How to Make a Serial Killer, or The Making of a Serial Killer. I can't remember what the name of it is, but she started watching it, and I've caught a few episodes here and there. It is pretty interesting because I've told her she had to watch a documentary at least, a couple times a week, watch a documentary instead of just random YouTubers or video games or whatever. So, yeah, she's watching how a serial killer was made.
Mindhunter was really good. Yeah. I need to get Steph to watch that.
I don't know. I'm not into like murder stuff.
And
Have a cigarette. Those of you who know us know that we smoke pipes and we smoke rolled cigarettes. Currently, but we're doing good. American Spirits Yellow. They're one of the. Yes, I love documentaries too. I homeschooled my son for several years, and my daughter homeschooled and then went back to public school, and now she's homeschooling again. And I told her, if you watch documentaries, if they're legitimate and they have actual archaeologists on it, or people who actually are certified in something, masters or doctors of something, and it's an actual documentary, not like Ancient Aliens. Although we do watch that, and it's really funny because my son will stick his hair all up and be like, "It's aliens." It's more for entertainment than for actual documentary.
my mom watches it.
It looks like, hey Joe, I haven't seen you like on any of my live videos. How you doing, bro? We're not camping. We are in our backyard, and for us it's freezing because we're Houstonites, we're Texans, and right now it's about 45 degrees. And even though there's no snow, we're just like, we're freezing. So we have a little heater going at our feet, and I've already finished my pipe. I was smoking my baby Wellington, and I've already had 2 full bowls of that. So I'm moving on to American Spirits, and we have very little bit of time left. West Memphis 3 documentaries.
Huh.
We are gonna have to look those up. Most of the documentaries I like are either biblical documentaries or archaeological. Like The Naked Archaeologist, he is freaking phenomenal. I used to watch the guy that did all the cooking shows all around the world before he Anthony Bourdain Without Borders. Is that what it was? I used to watch a lot of his stuff years ago. I used to like the Travel Channel before there was all these like apps, because now we have Netflix, we have Hulu, and we have Amazon Prime. We do have cable. We have basic cable. Battlefield Recovery on Netflix. So I'm taking it. Those are like war documentaries. We did just watch that one about the submarines. What was that one about? What was that one called?
U-422 or something.
Oh yeah, Joe. We just finished watching a series about ancient art and like art, what it has to do with the culture of the time, and it's really cool because I'm teaching a homeschool class on advanced art, and it's all about art, the history of art, and I'm going to have them do historical applications of art. I'm actually making them use, for the first class, sticks and grass and leaves and stuff to make their own paintbrushes and to paint. And they're using berries and a cabbage and some charcoal to make their paint. So they have to make all their paint from scratch, and they're doing a historical class. Oh, really? He was on a sub, so he was Navy? Because Skip was Navy for 20 years. He was on 4 different subs. But we can't tell you that, because we'll have to kill you. Okay, it was not that top secret. It's not that big of a deal. So, I guess we've been on for about 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And SSS Nardwall 671. Nice.
Ah, nice. I was
SSN.
on the 673, the Flying Fish. That was my third boat.
Nice.
Yeah, those are tiny
So
boats.
we got some Navy chaps in the house.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, my phone is dying, and I'm begging Skip to take me dancing tonight. Even though we're up way too late New Year's Eve, so we probably won't make it out tonight. I still want to go listen to some live music, possibly. So, thank you guys for chiming in. And check out Skip's new channel. It's Perique Piper, because Perique is a Navy tobacco that they used to make for the Navy men. So it just fit. So check out his channel. Thank you guys for joining in. You guys have a great night, and don't forget, if you guys are not subscribed to me on Instagram, it's the same thing, Piping Artist Stuff. And I'm trying to get together a meetup here in the North Houston area in September. So follow me, message me, let me know what dates are available. I'm thinking about the second weekend in September. I've been calling around some hotels, and we're thinking about maybe posting a picture for everybody to print out on a little card. That'll be your YTBC discount cards, so that you can get discounts at hotels. And I was going to set up several meetups, so or several at events for the meetup. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for chiming in. Happy New Year, and we hope you guys all have a great night. Stay warm.
Cheers.
Good night, everybody.